Welcome back, my nieces and nephews, to another episode of Fun Uncle, where I'm dishing out cold, hard slaps of truth like my life depends on it. And boy, oh boy, do we have a fun one for you today. We have an episode chock full of information today as YouTube doubled down on NFT integration. Premier League is set for a deal worth as much as $400 million. NBA Top Shot to auction NFTs that grant 5 years of VIP All-Star access. Snoop Dogg's new purchase, Death Row Records, will be an NFT label. Grand Theft Auto is convinced by NFT opportunity. Steve Aoki says he's made more money with NFTs than he did in 10 years of music. The first restaurant in Italy to use NFTs, and South Korea University to issue NFT diplomas for all of its graduates. And now we can diggity-riggity ding-dong into the NFT news, starting with this first story here. YouTube doubles down on NFT integration. Well, yeah, of course, you got to catch up. You know, NFTs are taking over Twitter. Facebook is doing Meta and its metaverse movement. There are all kinds of NFT influencers and key opinion leaders like myself parading into the YouTube space. So of course they got to start catching up, start doubling down on the NFT integration because it ain't going nowhere anytime soon. The Premier League is about to do an NFT deal worth as much as 434 million euros. Holy dingleberry souffle. What is the translation of that in USD? What is that, like $500-600 million? Well, you know what? It don't friggin' matter because we ain't going to be using dollar or euro anymore. It's going to be all Bitcoin, baby, from here on out. So forget about doing any of this exchange rate nonsense. It's going to be Bitcoin and Ethereum. And it looks like the European Union is going to be leading the charge on it. They keep quadrupling down at every turn with these bad boys. And so these collectibles will be another massive moneymaker for the European Union. And us in the United States, we really got to start playing a little catch up on this. Europe is running around us and scoring some goals on us. And Pele, soccer puns, in an NBA Top Shot to auction NFTs that grant 5 years of VIP All-Star game access. What really struck my G-string is when they said $900 million in secondary market trading volume to date. Are you kidding me? This is massive. This is just more proof that it's an unstoppable force, that everyone's going to get in on this. If you haven't already, you're behind, is what I think's going on here. Snoop Dogg, if you remember his big old performance during the big game with the Totino pizza rolls, well, he was out there in halftime dancing and shaking his booty up there. And you got to ask yourself, what are these billionaires doing shaking their dang thing for dollar bills at the halftime show? Well, it's because they're trying to sell their NFTs, baby. Better believe it. Snoop Dogg is deep fisting into the metaverse space, and he's quadrupling down by making his new purchase. Death Row Records will be an NFT label. So what you can surmise from that is that all new audio recordings released by Death Row Records will be paired on the blockchain in NFT form, which is just again, the theme here is this an unstoppable force. Even though the markets are down right now, don't be down, because there are big players making $100 million moves in the NFT space, just like the diggity riggity ding dong dog here. And you know that the halftime show is just another publicity push to help him with his, other assets and revenue generating devices, such as his NFT propagation, which, holy shit, he's going big style on it. The next one is Grand Theft Auto game publisher is highly convinced by NFT opportunity. You know what I'm highly convinced about? For you guys to get back to work on Grand Theft Auto 6. Quit wasting time with this. Ooh, well, now we're thinking about doing NFTs. No, you have a game you need to finish. Grand Theft Auto 5 has been out for so long that it's been across 3 different consoles. PlayStation 3, 4, and 5 have all played Grand Theft Auto 5 on it, and you were just twiddling your thumbs with Grand Theft Auto 6. No, get back to work. Stop diddly-dallying and adding new features to things and trying to go down new avenues when you still have food on your plate. You're gonna have to eat that. You're gonna have to finish that food either right now or in the morning. Can't be getting dessert until you finish your broccoli. That's how I think about the Grand Theft Auto publishers. Sorry about that. God, you had to get on my soapbox and say that. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk, guys. The next one is Steve Aoki says he's made more money with NFTs than from 10 years of music advances. Well, the cold hard truth for you, Steve Aoki, is your music's not that great. Okay, you know Taylor Swift, all right? There's no emotional ethos to your lyrics. There are no lyrics. And most of your performances are you just pressing play on a playlist and dancing on stage, messed up on drugs, possibly with your shirt off. And I've seen you eating cake sometimes. Makes sense you haven't made much advances in your music career, but nevertheless, it looks like you've made a buttload of money on NFTs, which are now $32,000 a piece. So, kudos to you. Your music sucks, but you're doing something right. You got a team of people around you that are helping you out, and so props to you. Props to you, bud. First restaurant in Italy to use NFTs. This is more proof in the pudding that the European Union is leaving us in the dust when even their restaurants are pulling out NFTs. And so this just tells me two things. One, America's kind of behind the 8 ball on NFTs. But two, every restaurant, every store, even flower shops will have NFTs in the future. In the same way, whenever websites were coming around, we would scoff at the idea that, like, really a dog washing shop needs a website, or your mom's bridge game needs a website. Like, none of those things will happen. But then they become so easy to make and propagate so vastly that, yes, they will at some point. And if you're not getting in now, you're kind of behind the ball. So I would start fondling those balls and getting the NFT game while you can. The knife is pretty hot and things are sizzling. And my last piece of news here is how South Korea's university to issue NFTs to all of its graduates. They're doing the diploma, of course, is going to be an NFT form to improve access for administrative services, to prevent forgery, and also, you want to pivot away from using paper, and this is a better way to go about it. Make it something digital. It's stored in the cloud. You can access it anytime. It's securable on the blockchain, and it is almost impossible to hack. So I think this is great news for the NFT space in general. Well, that's the whole box of Cheddar Bay biscuits, my nieces and nephews. Thanks again for stopping by and watching this episode. Always, if you could do me a favor and just crush the like and the subscribe. Tell me what you think of the content down in the comments below. And then also check out my new Clips channel. The link is in the description. It is where you can see clips of Fun Uncle content from across all networks in one place. And also, keep your ear to the ground for the massive things that are taking place at Hard Fork Gaming in 2022. And then in closing, I want to give you an update on my NFT project, the Fun Uncle League Loungers. If you remember, it's 200 unique tropical themed NFTs that are chock full of unlockable content. The most important update is the 4th riddle is now live. Inside of the unlockable content, I have 4 riddles. If you solve any one of those riddles and you're the first one to email me the answer, I will hit you with $100 in Ethereum right into your wallet. All you have to do is pick up an NFT, go to the unlockable content. The new riddle video is now live. First one to solve it, email with the answer. It's as easy as that. And most importantly, these NFTs are on sale. The prices are down right now. So the prices of NFTs have dropped, but the prizes have remained the same. I am an uncle of my word, and so I am dishing out $100 in Ethereum every time. The first 3 riddles have already been solved. The 4th one is live. I got 1 more after that. So get your riddles while you can. Get your pineapples, your Fun Uncle League Loungers while you can. And if you think you have the chops to break one of my riddles, head on over to OpenSea today.